go live.
In news that ended up taking the entire cricketing fraternity by surprise, Kieron Pollard, one of the most destructive players of his era, announced his shock international retirement in the middle of the IPL season in a move that actually left many people wondering when or why he decided to take this decision. After all, it is worth remembering that Pollard is only 34 years old, and yet he has already decided that he's done with international cricket. Now, Pollard took to Instagram and he posted a statement, a video statement it was, where he says, and I quote, "After careful deliberation, I have today decided to retire from international cricket. As is the case with many young persons, it was a dream of mine to represent the West Indies team from the time I was a boy of 10 years, and I'm proud to have represented West Indies cricket for over 15 years in both T20I and ODI forms of the game." Now, obviously, as I said, it was a bit of a surprise that it happened, but obviously tributes pour in for a man who, for many, has defined this era of white ball cricket, particularly T20 cricket, with his hard-hitting style. And obviously that didn't always translate to international cricket, but it is worth noting that, as we can see on this board, his international numbers are pretty impressive. In 224 international matches, he scored over 4,000 runs, took 97 wickets, 3 centuries and 19 half centuries, and he hit a whopping 234 sixes. But as is always the case with players as great as Pollard, numbers really only tell just a small part of the story. Why do I say that? Well, the interesting facts about his career, of course, we know that he is indeed a 2-time World Cup winner. He was part of the West Indies team that won the T20I World Cups in 2012 and 2016. And he's retired. In fact, it is why his retirement was also doubly shocking, is that as things stood before his retirement, he was indeed the West Indies white ball captain. Yes, he led them in both the ODI and T20I format, and so him therefore coming out of absolutely nowhere and deciding to announce his retirement, just a little bit of a shock. It is also worth noting that Pollard, bit of a hard-hitting batsman, it's no surprise to know that in international cricket he has hit 6 sixes in an over. He had accomplished that feat against Sri Lanka. Yet interestingly, and this is something of a shock, that Pollard has in many occasions expressed interest on playing test cricket, yet he retires from international cricket having never played a single test for the West Indies. Now, obviously that does not curtail the fact that he had a very good international career, but the timing of it does seem very interesting, to say the least. As I mentioned, not only was he the white ball captain, but this is also a T20I World Cup year. So to announce this retirement out of the blue in the middle of the Indian Premier League taking place, I mean, it's definitely interesting timing, to say the least. And I'm sure that as things go on, we will have more things to talk about when it comes to this particular story. There will be more developments, surely, because there was no indication whatsoever of this happening, and yet here we are, it's happened. And that's it from us on this little news update. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us, whether that be for our IPL videos or in this particular video. We really appreciate having you guys on our videos as we talk sports. If you enjoyed this video, do like, comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We bring you a lot of sporting related content. It's not just cricket, but also sports around the world. But thank you very much for joining us now. As always,